Oh, it is a little cold out here. The sun hasn't quite come up yet, but it will before too long, I think. Alright, so it's the following morning, pretty much 4 or 5 a.m.-ish. I'm not 100% sure. I think the time on my phone probably isn't completely accurate because I think we're in a different time zone right now. I need to level with you guys for a moment here. I'm a little worried we may end up having to cancel the rest of this trip. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to make it to our next stop, but Josh has been having a lot of trouble with his toothache. We're definitely going to need to get him some help when we get back home. He made some adjustments to his, basically the painkillers that he's been taking. If it works, I'm sure we can continue. We have one last stop here in North Dakota. We were going to go check out Mount Rushmore over in South Dakota, and probably a couple other things too. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to make it to the next town, so I'm sure we'll probably still be able to do that. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it to South Dakota, but we'll just have to wait and find out, I suppose. I should probably make it abundantly clear, though, that this video isn't me trying to capitalize on Josh's pain or anything. I'm still going to edit this like I usually do and upload it, because frankly, that was the plan all along. And frankly, I'm glad that I sort of brought you guys along with me on this either way. Knowing Josh, I don't think he'd want me to just cancel the whole video just because he was having some toothache problems during the trip. If he flat out is not okay with me uploading this, then I guess you won't be seeing it, but we'll have to see. I recognize those golden arches anywhere. There's a McDonald's over there, and we might end up getting breakfast there just because this hotel doesn't have a free breakfast. The hotel's right there. McDonald's is just over there. I think I'll probably head back to the hotel before too long. Just wanted to walk around a little bit. Found this. I think it's a food truck, which is based off of the signs here. I just think this is really cool. This is nothing to some of you, but I've never actually seen a food truck in person before. We don't have those back home. So to me, this is really cool, actually. I don't know, I just think that's really cool. Back to the hotel. We are loading our belongings into the car. Dungeons and Cats?
Yes.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Got it online.
That sounds like something I need. Anyways, I'm going to turn the camera off while we load the stuff into the car because it'll be easier that way, and we'll figure out what the situation is of where we're going next. We're in the car now.
Mellow Yellow, the drink of
Josh said that he's feeling a little better right now.
Good.
So we're going to keep going, and we're going to see how he's feeling when we get to Medora.
Okay. Medora is less than an hour away. You might want to pull up on your phone things to do in Medora.
I've already got a list.
Okay, because there's things that are not part of the town itself. Because there's a park, there's basically like a roadway that you can drive on, a scenic drive. I think there's at least a couple trails, although I don't think we're going to do the trails. It's a lot of walking.
So if Josh starts having trouble again, we're going to probably leave once we're done in Medora and just head straight home.
But before we do any of that, it is the departure ritual. Get gas.
And get ice.
And ice.
You get the feeling that this place is like undergoing construction or something.
Looks like they're doing some remodeling to the center.
Something like that. So we've stopped at a rest stop here. I will say this is a nice looking view though. I don't know where Josh went though. Oh, he's over there. Josh, don't run off on me like that. You know, nice. Welcome to the Badlands. Looking at this makes me a little anxious though, because I don't like heights. I'll take 2 pictures. There and there. All I'm gonna say is that you don't have stuff like this back home. Back home it's all farmlands, buildings, prairie. There's no mountains like this or anything back home. Honestly, this was worth seeing. We could have just come here and looked at this and it would have been worth it. No vending machine. Kind of weird. I'm used to seeing those at rest stops. Where'd Josh go this time? Probably back out there. I will admit there's not much of anything I'd actually bother buying in there, but you know, if you happen to be in this area, definitely check out this rest stop. Most rest stops I've seen don't have a gift shop, so that's pretty cool. And the views are definitely worth it. Now I think it's time to head back to the car and move on to Medora. Well, this is a little awkward, and I must say that some of the previous clips in this video will definitely not have aged well. I guess it's sort of fitting having the ending of this be at a secluded rest stop in the middle of nowhere. So if it's not obvious enough from the sudden jarring cut, we ended up having to pretty much cut this short. And it's not because of Josh's toothache. In fact, that's actually been doing better today. I don't want to get into too much detail because a lot of this is personal stuff, and I don't know how much of this Josh is comfortable with me sharing. I did talk to him about it before recording this, and he pretty much just said, just say whatever you want to, but, you know, within reason. Josh has not been feeling 100% comfortable during this trip. I think he's a little homesick. There's some more personal stuff about it too, kind of mental illness related stuff, but we didn't end up doing anything in Medora, and we didn't end up going to Mount Rushmore. With the amount of money we had left, we weren't going to be able to afford, you know, the hotel, you know, near that area, gas, and whatever else. We were kind of at the point where we were literally thinking of just driving the like 4 hours between Medora and Mount Rushmore and then driving the like 8 hours back home. That would have not been pleasant, and we ultimately decided not to do that. That being said, I wouldn't say this trip has been a complete failure, just a partial failure. We still got to check out all the other towns that we went through and everything, and that was fun. It is what it is. What we did get to do during this was enjoyable enough, and I think it was worth it, at least for that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this, whatever this was, this multi-part video thing. This will end up being the finale for this particular season of the home series, which is fine, you know. As for when the series will return, I'm not 100% sure right now. I'm definitely going to take a break from it for a while, but it will return eventually. I'll say that. I don't know how long it'll be, but it will return eventually. So yeah. All out of the way, I have been Nate Willis. Josh and Dad are both in there. And for the last time this season, I suppose, peace out, and don't be afraid to show who you are. And if you have the chance, do something like this yourself if you have the chance, because you might not have the chance later, and you may regret it later on if you don't. Take your family with you and spend some time together, especially if they might not be around in the future. So, once again, peace out, and don't be afraid to show who you are.